So now, welcome to the channel. Of course, today we are going to talk about the Gen Z anniversary, the 25th June anniversary protests. So there was that. And as I thought, because I could read the vibe in this, I could see the traction was not as much online as, those ones we had before. And I've explained to you it's because a lot of funding has been extracted from this NGO political movement. So they don't have as bigger an effect as they were. And you see, this is because these types of protests, because they've been designed to do many things that are not what they are mentioning. And the fact of the matter is, you're not going to be telling people to not go to work, to fend for themselves, protect their businesses, go to do their small business, because most of us are small business owners. Some of us it's work and whatnot. So every time you want to attack the government, we have to shut down everything because you said, the citizens have said, but what really you are saying, the activist class has said. And we are going to watch all this because kuna kelele mingi inaendelea huko, and of course I've given my thoughts about how particularly these two protests are being handled. In fact, did I want to see this first? No. This is when they were walking. So I wanted this report, protest mobilization. Let's go. Say Nairobi city remains deserted. So let's watch the report. Then I'll give you my commentary kama kawa. Tukiendelea kulia. Haya.
Reporting live from the Central Business District, to be specific, around Parliament, where earlier leaders and families of the victims had gone to lay a wreath. And as you can see, we have live...
A wreath, not a wreath.
Pictures here of a group of people.
I told you guys, I keep on telling you guys, the owners are always there. Don't know you. This is one of the funders and owners. You will always see them. They won't be the majority by far, but they're the ones who are there. Hey, we are together. Yes, I'll tell you. I've told you about
a group of people, a group of activists. Who
You've seen how small this thing is. It's because, my friend, that money you're handing out to people, it dried off, and because I'm telling you guys the truth, because a lot of you want to shut people up. Oh, we are doing our anniversary, we need a statue, we need what? You need a public holiday. So this is what I'm saying, because this is not people-led. This is, as they call it, civil society-led. It's for activists and NGOs. You do not represent the country. You do not. In fact, we did not vote for you. And you keep on imposing yourself on our political system all the time with foreign funds, which now you lack because you can't pull off what you did the last time. Baka people are going into the parliament. That mayhem. You did documentaries, what clips guys created, started political careers out of it. What's up, Caswell? Others have online careers out of it. VP Cyprian has really rejuvenated by this Gen Z thing. So it is. Most people want to pretend it's about changing things. It's not. This is a political movement. You've seen Kalonzo there, Martha Karua, Maraga. All those are politicians. In fact, they're old school politicians who are in government now. They are senators, they are governors, they are former CJs, and what, of course, Boniface Bank is there. Kabakawa, Akose Achekwe. So this is not a people-led movement. It's some people, civil society, so to speak. They're always spoken of in such. But they're just people who are funded by foreigners to influence our politics and our society in general, social life, whatnot. That's the truth. You can cry about it, as I always say. It doesn't matter. The truth will always have to be told. Let's continue.
Seems to be heading towards the Central Business District. That's around University Way.
Why?
They're going to the Central Business District to present their grievances. And we are...
This is sort of ceremonial. We are going to present our grievances. we meet and go. All these things can be done in the office. You can do media and whatnot. You can meet your MP, your governor, because you guys worship them. So you can't really go and put them to task. You have to kind of meet on the side and shout and hashtag. You don't really want to solve this issue, because this is the biggest thing I have about all these random protests every time. It's because they're just designed by a few people to garner their clout. Yes, the politicians and the activists and the NGOs, number one. The media, of course, has to push. Because Gen Z come watch us. Gen Z is not going to watch you. Even if you put hot mamas there like NTV, they're not going to watch you. You guys can't even make numbers like Andrew Kibe, and you have entire buildings to do that media thing. People don't want to watch you because you just lie all the time and you manipulate. And you see, most of these stations have become NGO outfits. They are funded by NGO, so they're always pushing NGO nonsense. As you notice, I keep on talking about these people because all this is organized by them. This is not a consensus among the people, and we didn't vote for them. So money is being spent from Maju on Nini, NGOs and activists trying to influence our elections and our politics without just being shown who they are and how much money they're giving. Why are you always hiding behind all this PR and all this language and media reporting? Government declared Thursday normal working day. Yes, it was. It's our normal working day for me. All days are our normal working days for me. I choose what holiday I want to celebrate. You don't decide for me anything. And this is a problem. You guys, we've not voted for you. Activists, we didn't vote for you. You're not fighting. I've not given you any permission to fight for my rights. I have my rights. Okay? As far as I can have them in a third world country. I don't need you to fight for them. I can just do it just fine. I don't need to see any more youths going to this, being deluded, because some of you youths think you know more than you do. If you guys understood that you guys are the cannon fodder, you'd take a step back and ask these guys where the money is at for all this branding, all this pushing, all this media. Where is the money? Where is the money? Why are they not putting the money in your hands? Why are they not making actually legitimate political movements? Like, for example, see, Boniface Mwangi was in his party a couple of weeks ago. Yes, that is not what we're supposed to do. Like, since his party is the party of the Gen Zs, why was it so small? Why is it so small? Why is it that the launch was just a few of your cronies and your activist types? Why were all these Gen Zs, the thousands and thousands that swarmed the street, why were they not at your party thing, Bonnie? Why is it that there's this weird discrepancy we have with the way you talk and the way you behave and where the money goes? The reason I'm asking this is because a lot of you young guys are being deluded by these guys to go to the streets to face more of these bullets. Hurt yourself so that they can come and do anniversaries and make more money off your deaths. That's a fact. You can hate me all you want. You can always type all those silly things you guys type over there. But it's a fact. Utaenda upigwe tear gas, washe nini. If you're not a content creator who can get some thousands of views out of it at least, what are you doing there? Where upati hata pesa? In fact, if you are not one of the robbers who's there for work, if you are not one of the NGO goons and activists who are there who've been paid to do this particular thing, if you're not there as a politician who's looking for clout, looking for votes, what are you doing there? Why are you not now taking your time to sit down and research these people you're supporting? Find out what they've done. Find out huyu mtu atatusaidia aje. What has he done before? Instead of now when you're supposed to be sieving these leaders, you're just falling into more euphoria. Because they don't want you to think straight. Or maybe you don't want to think straight. You just want to shout on the street of Naiu Kalele to just emoting like little babies and teenagers and girls. Just emoting. Maybe that one will save us. It will not save you. You will not be saved from your bad decisions, my guys. Hii mambo ya try to emotionally manipulate people into power, you're not going to get that. I'm talking now to the activist types. Okina Bodi, you're going to have to show us what you've done. Not your documentaries or no. You're going to have to show us. Have you created jobs really, long-term jobs that we can see? Those are the people who should be coming out saying, "Maze Boni alianza hii factory hapa, maze sahi hii sai so tunatengeneza inaenda Netherlands tunakula." We want to see those. You've had the opportunities. You've met all these wazungus that are always giving you money for activism. Why is it that the money never comes here to create jobs? This is all a scam, guys. They're emotionally manipulating you with the blood of they sent those youths to go die on the streets. To Gen Z protests. You went to be they knew what was gonna happen. I can tell you this one next year, this entire movement dead on in the water. Look at your numbers now. Look. You can't do anything. Why? The money was extracted. USAID. The money went. And also, there are a few of the other people, Akina Bill Gates, they are changing their attention to other things. So these political movements, they've realized, people like Ruto, that they know the money is coming. And Ruto will take your money. He's told them, oh, LGBTQ, I'll support. The money came. Jill Biden, okay. She left billions here and it was just eaten. And they told her, my friend, we do not promote those things in my country. In this country, the citizens don't care. That's the way it goes.
Joined by reporter Lennox Sengre, who's accompanying that crowd. Sengre, if you can hear me, we can see a group of people who are heading towards the Central Business District. Currently, they are just about in front of the University of Nairobi gates. Maybe what can you tell us from that crowd? What are they going to present at the Central Police Station?
Here along.
Can you imagine these numbers as opposed to like 2024? Just look. You don't need to be told much. You just need to see the result. Because in the end, most of us want to work. Most of us don't like, because maybe people give you some reasonable doubt and say, hey, maybe they are fighting for something legit, but there's so much nonsense around you. The fact that you don't really want a solution. You want to emote and maybe have your guy come in and maybe you get to eat that way. You don't want the wellness of the country in general. You can say it, but your actions say different. How is it that every time you guys protest and people say something contrary to what you want to hear, you don't want to listen? This is what you did when you are voting for Ruto, calling yourself Asla Nation. This is what you did. You didn't listen. Now we are telling you again that you're making a blunder, repeating the same mistakes. Okay? When you see Raila put guys on the street, that's a campaign. It doesn't matter whether they are protesting, but it's a campaign for him to keep votes. That's what you need to understand. These people here, they are of course, they are few this time because the money is not a lot. The NGO guys are eating, the activists have eaten, nini. The content creators will record and emote and tell you, oh, we must fight. You're not gonna. You people are not nice people, as they keep saying. You don't hate corruption. You hate that you're not near the cake. All the people that you guys keep, and you see, the thing is, you guys are liars. Every time you come here telling us you are leaderless, you're what? You are not leaderless. You have leaders. Every time you say that nonsense, it's like you don't know human nature. You don't know how things work. How do you think that you got to go to the street, many thousands of you organizing your WhatsApp groups and the TikToks? You had leaders. The people who are speaking for you, they were there. But you keep on pretending. We don't leaderless. Tribeless. You guys are tribal as hell. And we all know it. We can see it. When time comes, when Saile politicians are standing here, oh, the Luo Nyanza ones here, the Kalenjins there, what they come and say, oh, they want to take. What do you see the youths on both sides do? When you show those guns, those goons, how many people my age do you see among those goons? They are Gen Z also. You guys are trying to separate yourself. No, those are not us Gen Z. No, the goons are more than you. The goons are being paid to do political actions, just like you and your NGO activist stuff. So you're trying to pretend those are not Gen Z. You're not special as Gen Z. You all do crimes, you're all corrupt, just like everyone else. In fact, worse for you, you were raised by one of the worst generations, the most corrupt. Mnaiona sahi. And you are the same. It's just that now you guys found TikTok and social media and activism and social justice. You found that the narratives and whatnot, and you realized you can actually use it to create something for yourself. Maybe a name as an activist, maybe you get funded. Maybe people send you money online for feeding them that. Let's be real about what it is. It's not about changing political stances or actions. These nonsensical buzzwords about leaderless, I don't know what. Those are all just branding. That is what that NGO, those NGOs that are responsible, including Boniface Mwangi, are responsible for the messaging. I have done it. I'm telling you what I've done. I've been paid to do it. So there's nothing you guys are telling me. I can see it 150 miles away what you're doing. I can see it, and I know what the results are going to be. Nothing, as usual. Show me where activists have gone and made changes. Where? Do we have less poverty because activists are around making so much noise? Do we have more jobs? Are we less corrupt? No. In fact, now the fool, now we've become the pretenders. We hide behind virtue. We virtue signal. We are not virtuous, but we virtue signal like we are. But you see, the real you is a thief and a corrupt idiot who's plundering your company, who's taking the NGO money and spending 80% on yourself. Yes, that's who you are.
The protests were entirely peaceful. We've come from the Parliament building where the families of the victims went there.
This time there was no jokes. The amount of cops that are out there, GSU, whatnot. If you tried any of that, my friend, kuna properties za watu hapa nje, you will not be allowed to just run around it. You're shouting, burning and stealing. Because you pretend that's part of you. That's part of that umati. The thieves and the goons, and that's part of you. The thieves also, they're the ones who are carrying placards over there, the money in the pocket. I'm talking to you also.
To lay wreaths in remembrance of their family members who lost their loved ones. But in the midst of all the families laying the wreaths, the police...
What do they say? What? The guys can't pronounce, man. It's a wreath, man. Like wreath, the other ones. Media is run by morons.
Really stormed the demonstration or the protest, which was entirely peaceful, and arrest.
Why do you keep repeating? Media, you need to stop imposing your feelings about this. Just report it. Entirely peaceful. I'm sure I can find people who've been robbed there. They won't tell you it's entirely peaceful. Although this is a little tiny thing. Would you think that blocking people from going to work and whatnot, that's entirely peaceful? No, it's not. Stop trying to manufacture consent here among the population.
A number of activists and bundled
them
inside the vehicle, the police vehicle, which was on standby.
Yes.
Later on,
Muna block roads, bana. Why are you blocking roads, bana? We want to go work, bana. Why do we have to be interrupted by people we didn't vote for all the time, bana? I'm just being really. We're not going to take... Me, I'm telling you, the same way... You see, where I come from, where I'm coming from with this is that you and Ruto are not different. You are the same. You're just poorer and you don't have power. That's what you're looking for. Wherever these two activists... You see, the activists ndio wanashikwa. Juao ndio wamejaa hapa. There are no legit people here, citizens. Citizens are poor. We are trying to make ends meet. Not here to run to become cannon fodder for activists, shenanigans. What are you talking about? And some old politicians who failed. Kalonzo has been there for what? 40 plus years. He's only sitting there. And then all these people are in power. What is this great thing they've done in their constituencies and counties and what? That we can look and say, yes, this is the next person. Why are you guys not asking that? And we've seen, of course, there's the factions in this. This is this thing. This is our Gen Z thing. Then other people come at, us, we are Gen Z, everyone. My friend, the reason why they are pandering to you Gen Zs is because they know you are the easiest to dupe. And the ones with the least impulse control. So you can do such things. And also the ones with the least period. You don't have a lot of money or wealth or kids or what. Of course, some of you have kids. I know. But you know what I mean. It's like you're not, like you don't have a lot. You've not built something. You're still in the process. So it's easier for you and you feel it's hard. So they tell you, no, it's hard. It's because of, You've not, this is the problem, the way we try to analyze our problems and diagnose our problems. We take everyone out of the equation and everything that we've done towards making these conditions possible, and we just go, this government. How many governments have you voted for until now, including this one, that have just keep getting worse and worse? Why do you think that is? It's because of you. You guys like this. Mnapenda kila wakati, you just vote for your corrupt person over. Anaiba over and over again. Anakuja akupea kakitu. That's what you want. You want a kakitu. You know? Tuendelee.
They delivered the rats at the parliament.
These guys, they need to get guys who can speak half well. Rats, then.
Building.
This is a showing of mediocrity, by the way. Even if you guys, it's not our language. Don't speak it then. Speak Swahili, which you also don't know.
Most activists who are accompanying the families of
Content
the victims
creators
resolved that they are going to stand in solidarity with a number of activists who were arrested at the parliament building while laying their wreaths. So
I can't. This guy just repeating a word you don't know. They are rats. They need their rats. Let's look at these mamas from NTV. No. Wamewekea mamacitas to the propaganda sounds sweeter from their mouths.
Like there, if any. Good morning, Benson.
Good morning, Miriam.
What's the situation like on Mombasa Road? What does it look like?
So Mlolongo, it's near where I live. Yeah, if you are going in there for protest, it was being blocked. Quick.
So far.
I'm at Mlolongo, and there's a roadblock. The police are not allowing public service vehicles and personal vehicles to town. What they are just allowing are trucks. So
yeah, the people because people get ferried to locations to do the protests. That's why when there are many resources, many people are able to be ferried. You've seen politicians do this when they bring buses and buses of people, they ferry them to the rallies and whatnot. It is a well-worn and well-trodden path. This type of action, yes. So this is why they are stopping it, because they know part of the people, the matatus going, politician washalipia, activists kashalipia, so they know.
Town-bound vehicles are being found at Mlolongo.
Yes.
So when you say it's just trucks, you mean so no personal vehicles, no public service vehicles, only trucks that are carrying, like we can see the trailers and the oil tankers. Those are the only ones being allowed through.
Exactly.
Whoa. And what's the explanation given by the police for blocking?
They are saying no, they have been ordered not to allow public service vehicles and personal vehicles to enter the town.
Okay. The traffic looks like it's building and it looks massive. What's the alternative for people? Because I'm sure there are people...
The protests have ruined the day. Just go home and wait for this whole thing to clear up.
Who are traveling. There are people who maybe have to get across the country. There are people who have exams. Others who have hospital appointments. What alternatives are there?
Okay, fine. There's others I saw that there were other locations where things are just fine. So this is kind of the places where they know you guys like bringing people. So you've seen they like going to Kitengela to do those big rallies because there's jobless youths like this.
They
so they
given,
can be ferried
or is it
also.
just being told to turn back? And it also looks like it's a gridlock now.
Yeah. You are being told to turn back. They are not taking any reason.
Any
no vehicle is allowed to go beyond this area.
So I'm very curious as to how we are managing the traffic situation, because
Let me
then
just jump
We
forward.
hope that this gridlock is sorted and people can be able to move and, of course, access whatever it is of Mlolongo. Because
Exactly.
from Mlolongo to the CBD, there's a lot going on.
Correct.
The CBD is not the only thing that is fed by Mombasa Road.
Correct,
Right?
correct.
And just before we go on a break, an update from Rongai as well, from one of our directors, Diana. There's barricades from Kware at Tumaini and Multimedia.
Okay.
Meaning, essentially, you're locked in. This is what that means. Because
Yes. That's what that means, because, my friends, it is not your right to go around disturbing us with your political issues all the time, just because you have bias remorse. You are the people who voted for Ruto Upper Asla Nation. You have bias remorse, so we all have to suffer as you throw tantrums. And while you're getting... Anyway, let's look at what's trending over here on X, because X is in Mambo Yote. It's the number one news site in the world. So, Amani ni sisi. Let's see that one. So, I'm just going through the Ninis, the... Eric Omondi beaten up by CBD police for your heartless boys are going to hand on unarmed citizens. So, I'm sorry, but this guy... Hey, what the hell? Omera, you wanted to fall. Hey. Watch out, shoot him, bro. I think Eric Omondi wants to run for post. He's been doing a lot of political activism. Wanachapa Hawachapi Oh shit. Kio ni madharau. Just throw it. So the antics, no, they have zero tolerance right now to all forms of antic. Okay. Amani ni sisi. Okay, so update a section of protesters walking through Nairobi City with some heading to Central, where at least 10 activists have been held following. So you see, the thing is this, one of the badges that an activist would like to wear is that they were arrested and put inside for this. So it's part of the process of every activist. If you are not arrested, you're not a very serious activist. You won't get funding that way. You have to be arrested. So we have people here. You see, it's so organized. And of course, you have your goons and the street guys. The goons and street guys over there. Okay, let's see another one. So you see, very organized. Ashes don't feed families, jobs do. Build, don't destroy what feeds us. Yes, okay, so say no to anarchy, to tumiwe vibaya. So you see this messaging that I keep telling you here, that you as a citizen, really, following some activist, following some NGO, following some politician, following some guy online, to go here and expose yourself to these dangers, and you will just be used for like this, for people to make more money. It makes no sense. Just back up. Just do your business. Wait for the chance. Because you can see, I can assure you the way guys are throwing tantrums. I'm going to read comments here. So, tusitumiwe vibaya vijana na Ruto for action over anger. So, Ruto has his people there. Of course, there's comments. It's now a crime to carry a flag in Nairobi. Hatutachoma biashara tena, Maumoa pricing, say no to anarchy. This person is just saying. So saa hii kila mtu watu wataki. Umevaa suti kwenda kuwarasiwa hapa na karao. Well, these guys are goons. You know, the biggest goons is these cops. They're the biggest goons. And you see, this is why I keep saying, when you go to this, understand these people, they are there specifically. To make, because now these are political sides that you are getting in between, and you will be smashed. You are the grass. You know, I'm not here or there or what's the morality. I'm not here to say that. I'm not here. You know my stance about this. I just think this is actually a big danger. Because first of all, I never voted for any activists. The only people who have power to do this politics is the people we voted for. First. Secondly, these activists and all this activism is creating unnecessary commotion and is destroying our economy, which is not even working properly. Too many days are being spent at the whims of some activist, some politician. They want to disrupt life. Oh, we are going to protest because of that. We have an anniversary. We have this woman who was what? Come on now. No. So there's the matatus in town. You can see archives. So no, hii yote ni content, by the way. So you can see content creators are the ones that are following. It's all content. Rosafi, these guys can't carry me like that. Watajua shida. Ndani. Umechoka bwana. Pia wewe umepata, you've gotten your 15 seconds. Go and create content. Kenya National Archives is full today. Vijana wameamua say no to anarchy. So Ruto had his thing also going. Oh, okay. Counter protesters. Come on. He game. So you see now Ruto has come out strong because he has the money. Kuna tu benzi hapo nini. Okay? So you see all these people, they can also say they are speaking for Gen Z because they are all Gen Z. Simnaona? So wewe huwezi sema tiyo yako ya activism is the more right one. You know, hii game ni ya kila mtu. So we are not enemies, we are 47 one country, blah blah blah. Say no to anarchy. This, by the way, huyu jamaa amewachapa 10-0. Because the thing is, the Gen Z ones always go berserk, goons, needy. So if these ones come together and there's no goonism, they've lost the PR game. Because hakuna pesa ya USAID ya sisi kutufunga macho eti mnataka mlitaka kutaka ucancel hata Andrew Kibe when he told you guys are useless. Me and Andrew know. What our age, we know what you guys are doing is not going to give birth to anything. I know there are people telling you are special, that you are a new generation. No, you're not. You're not. In fact, you're even more incapacitated than us when you're coming in because you have arrogance in a lot of stupidity. You just fall for anything. Boom. Boom. Ruto akikuita boom. NGO boom. You're there to be pulled wherever. You see, people who know what's up are making content. People are trying to get NGOs to fund them. Hao ndio wanajua what's up. Yinyi mnapiga kelele hapa kwa street. You can't afford that. Mtu watalia juu yako akimake do. According to see Kondele youth lining up to register as voters. Mazee wamechapwa. EPR youth in Kondele queue to register as voters apply for national IDs. EPR imeenda. So let's see. Update key officers using ourselves disrupting gathered activists commemorating Judge said. So he game. Let's see. Hapa ni tao. No, ni content. I'm telling you guys, all this is cameras. The guys with the cameras, they want there to be caught as they are doing. Unaona wote ni Gen Z bado. Do not let anyone weaponize your youthful energy. That's what I keep saying. Channel your skills into innovation, blah blah blah. But government, okay, fine. You can talk about that, but you're telling these guys to go to UAE to become second-class citizens. I mean, you're not doing anything. You're not doing manufacturing. You're not trying to put together manufacturing, which will wipe out most of these guys from joblessness. Hakuna makazi, you're not incentivizing even businesses. When businesses are trying to be formed here, you create the harshest forms of corruption where you guys are actually trying to stop business here so that you can do your manufacturing in China. And we know what you are doing in the Chinese also. Okay, this is also one of those things I'm just informing you in case you didn't know. So, si ni Gen Z wote. The people go where the money is at. No. Okay, I'm not going to be copyright stricken by H.E. Dr. Kilonzo calls for the immediate and conditional release of Ouma Neko. Is Ouma Neko is what see? Content creator, voice of the people, activist, fearless with the truth, driven by justice. Dude. Okay, you see, for me, the people who broadcast their so-called niceness and morality, we don't see it. We see the shouting, but who's giving you the money, Neko? I don't care. You guys can arrest each other. Our children carry no weapons. They carried the constitution, the flag, and hope for a better Kenya. Look at the goons you guys are following. It's just laughable. So there we are. TV popular streamer Vinde arrested. So Vinde is making content, so he can do his job. Just know the content is this is part of the risk. Justice for our Mashuja super urgent message. I'm just going to read the hashtags. I see what the activists are up to. Where Eric Omondi hiyo tumeona. Excellent job officers. Goonism should be eradicated completely in our city. So guys anakula viboko. Sasa hii hawa ndio goons. Everybody, I don't know what you guys are doing around this. This happens all the time, but you guys are going here all the time. So this guy is coming back. Wait, go home, bwana. Go. You see this? My guy. Utadu nini? You know, you're shouting this original goons, and you shout here, one of them just goes mad and does what the other one did. You know, maturity, this is what people are, no impulse control. You think that you can just, what are you going to do here, dude? Jamaa, utadu nini? Oh, any freedom fighter. Kama wengi wenu mnimbolea saa hii. Huyu amepata content yake. That's a goon. If he's in the cops, he's not a goon. He's a cop. Purchased. Oh Lord have, is this what the Kenya government purchased as armored vehicles? This was an ambush. All the police in that vehicle, they would have been attacked badly. This is the vehicle they use against what are you talking about? This is oh my gosh, everything is oh my gosh. This is normal anti-riot gear. What are you talking about? What is he doing? Of course they bought the fake one. The engine imeshindwa kubeba armor. My guy, you can't reverse? Oh. So this is the, my gosh, look at the, it can't even carry its own weight. These people. Anyway. President Ruto wakipanga maandamano, sisi tunachapa kazi hii, lazima isonge mbele, Mombasa Road, Nairobi, blah, blah, blah. So, let's see what the lad is saying.
Hii hata leo nimekuwa na watu wa Turkana mpaka Lodwa tunajenga stadium. Mnanielewa? Stadium ilikuwa inajulikana tu hapa Nairobi nini nikasema
this guy. Who needs a stadium? Just build the factory that does. I hate these politicians.
Hii Kenya lazima tutembea pamoja. Kila sehemu ya Kenya itembee. Na ndio tumekubaliana ya kwamba hatutaki siasa ya chuki, hatutaki ubaguzi, hatutaki ukabila, tunataka tuungane tuwe pamoja.
This guy just talks the same nonsense. They all say the same thing. It's like you're talking to a goon. This is the saddest video. So this one is content. Yes, peer content. Why are you going here to Nini? Using kids. I hate this. So I'm gonna move that swiftly. By the way, I wanted to hear what Kasmuel was saying. This is the last thing I wanted to. This is a bit of a long video, so let's. Where was that?